I'm like, okay, let's do this. Let's do an anime review. I've watched a lot of animes this year, and I think it would be funny to do. Let's start writing down. So what are all the animes we watched this year? Man, I really don't like the way some of you guys are talking in chat right now. It's disrespectful. Delete. No, I'm just kidding. Listen, guys. Death Note was the most recent. Actually, no. Samurai Champloo was the most recent anime I watched, but Death Note was the second most recent. And let me tell you, I absolutely loved this one. I really liked L's character a lot. I feel like he just like knew the whole time. There's lots of spoilers, by the way. If you guys don't want to get spoiled by anime, don't watch this. I thought Death Note was great. I love the idea of just like it making you think about what the fuck you would do if you had a Death Note. Like if you had a Death Note, would you write somebody's name in it? What was interesting is the fact that one of the rules of this Death Note is that once you've used it and you've written someone's name in it and you've killed them, you can't go to heaven or hell. I thought that was crazy. I was like, damn. Like, so if you found this thing, right, and you're like an atheist like me, and like, you actually know that it works. You know this shit works, right? Like, you've seen someone write their fucking name in it and die. You haven't used it yet, but you know it works. Would you fucking use it if you knew that there was a heaven and hell? Damn, I would be fucking... I don't think I would. I don't think I would. What, get stuck in purgatory? What is that? It could be torture. It could be worse than hell. I just couldn't get over the premise, right? Like, if you actually use the Death Note, you go to purgatory, I guess. That's crazy. There are some other wild rules in it, too. Let's look them up. Let's look up some of these rules. After writing the cause of death, details of the death should be written in the next 6 minutes and 40 seconds. Oh, yeah! So you could, like... You can kill somebody, but as long as you wrote within 6 minutes and 40 seconds the details of their death, they won't just die from a heart attack. So that's part of the Death Note too. When you write someone's name in it, I think they die in like 7 minutes or some shit. Also, in order to kill somebody, you have to have their IRL name. You gotta have their fucking government name. You can't use their Twitch name. So I can't be like, you know what, Sams's_TV really pissed me off today. I'm gonna fucking shoot this guy in the chat for life. There's a lot of fucking rules. I'm not gonna go over all of them, but it's just a wild concept that you could have this book and you could kill somebody with it. Can I just write my own name now and not have to deal with all these really rules? Anyways, back to the actual anime though. We're getting really deep into the Death Note lore. So, Light finds the Death Note at his school, I believe, right? He immediately gets fucking God complex, like within the first fucking 5 minutes of the anime. And he's already testing it out to see if it works. He starts with criminals. He figures that's a good thing to do, right? I think maybe he thinks he's gonna be kind of like a... Who could you compare him to? He's kind of like Dexter Morgan. So Light is kind of like Dexter Morgan. You know, like, he's like crazy, you know? Like, obviously, because he's like willing to kill all these people. Like, even though they're bad guys, like, he's still killing them. That's fucking crazy, right? You don't know if somebody actually got sent to prison and they're innocent. Think of all the innocent people that got sent to prison that he's like killing now. Like, this guy's fucking crazy if you think about it. He's fucking insane. So he's kind of like got a Dexter Morgan thing going on, you know? So he starts killing criminals. He starts figuring out ways that he can kill them. Like, do they always just have to die of a heart attack, or can I make them do shit before they die? Like, one of them writes a fucking pentagram on the wall before he like hangs himself. So he can make them, you can make the other person like kill themselves in various ways. I think you can make them do a kickflip. You can make them do a kickflip. Now, this guy named L is gonna help team up with the police to catch Light. Light finds out about this because his dad, again, chief of police, he hacks into the mainframe in the police department. He's got all this shit downloaded, so he knows what's going on. And one of the people that these FBI people were investigating happened to be Light. And he ends up killing all of those motherfuckers. It's crazy. You just gotta watch the anime for all the little details, but it was wild. So, you shouldn't give a full walkthrough anyway. Yeah, you're right. I'm just really excited. Part of the show that kind of went a little off track, and like me and Crims almost were like, I don't know if I like this shit. Misa is introduced as the second Kira, who I'm dressed up as right now. I just so happen to have this entire outfit in my fucking closet. I was like, closet Misa cosplay? I guess so. I wasn't necessarily down with that, but they made up for it. The final scene, at first, I didn't know if I absolutely hated it or if I thought it was the most brilliant shit ever. they basically find out that it's Light. And Light freaks the fuck out. And at first, I'm like, this is so bullshit. I can't believe that he got caught. Like, this doesn't make sense. Why would he have made this mistake? Why would he have made that mistake, you know? I ended up liking it. I ended up finally liking the end because I thought it made a point. Light was so consumed with beating L, right? Like, L was the ultimate, like, arch nemesis to Light, right? So when he finally gets rid of him, when he gets Rem to kill him basically to save Misa, like that's why he ended up dying. So I feel like he just really didn't feel like he had any competition after that. Like he knew that this other little kid bitch was taking over. I really think he was like completely convinced that nobody was going to be as smart as L. And he underestimated them. So I really like that. I thought that was a pretty cool ending. Great fucking anime. I liked it. As far as a score out of 10, 8 out of 10. That sounds good. So, I'll give Death Note 8 out of 10. A solid review, straight to the point, very conclusive.